So yeah, guys, that wraps it up for the trailer segment. So we're going to get on to our movie news. This is where Zach takes the lead. So Zach, what do we have to talk about in the news?
All right, well, we'll start off with box office because we never do that. So The Fate of the Furious continues to cruise its way through the box office. I always have a nice sick pun in there for Travis. Coming in at number 1 for the 3rd consecutive week with $19.4 million. How to Be a Latin Lover shocked the world by coming in with $12.1 million and with half-decent reviews. What? Fellow new release The Circle didn't fare nearly as well. The adaptation was met with mostly negative reviews and debuted with $9.4 million over the weekend, despite its star-studded cast including Forrest Gump, Hermione Granger, and FN2187. The Boss Baby finally dipped under... What, did you want to add anything in?
No, I was just going to add in quickly that we record these in the Northeast, at least we do, and we're currently running through a very wicked thunderstorm, so there might be random bangs and clanging in the audio for us.
So that's what I hear in the
also
background.
might be thunder.
Yes. Yeah. Or yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, thunderstorms, yeah, we might have thunder and rain and stuff like that.
Speaking of thunder, how about the thunderous applause that comes after every screening of The Boss Baby, which finally dipped under 10 million this week, but not by much as it finished with 9.1 million. Well, that's how you bring it back. Some release date news this week as Disney released the official release dates for the next installments in the 2 Lucasfilm franchises, one of which we still care about. Star Wars Episode 9 will be released on May 24th, 2019, and will be directed by Jurassic World director Colin Trevorrow. The 4th Indiana Jones, if you don't count Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, will be released on July 10th, 2020, with Harrison Ford returning and Spielberg back to direct. The Split/Unbreakable sequel spin-off thing is being fast-tracked into production, and we now have an official title for the film along with the release date. M. Night Shyamalan announced on Twitter that the film will be titled Glass and will be released on January 18th, 2019. The title also seems to confirm that Samuel L. Jackson will return to the role of Mr. Glass and will still star alongside Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, and Anya Taylor-Joy, who broke out in Split. Alien Covenant director Ridley Scott said that Neil Blomkamp's Alien is unlikely to ever come to fruition. This came up when Scott sat down with Allociné, is a French publication, I probably pronounced it nowhere near correctly, for an exclusive interview. He said that there was never a script and that Fox didn't want to go further with it because he was already working on Covenant. The idea of Blomkamp erasing Alien 3 and Resurrection from the canon was enough to get my mouth watering, but seeing how his career spiraled downward since his home run of District 9, this might be for the best. I will continue to just personally believe that Ripley's story ended with aliens and pretend that 3, 4, or either of those AVP movies never happened. Seth Rogen will be teaming up with...
Canon anyway.
Yeah, they're not canon. Yeah. Seth Rogen will be teaming up with The Lonely Island for a movie about a music festival going horribly wrong. This obviously couldn't have been announced at a better time considering the disaster of the Fire Festival. Thanks, Jewel. Rogen actually mentioned that in his tweet, he was stating that it was a good time as any to announce the film. The Lonely Island responded by tweeting that they should sue the Fire Festival for stealing their idea. Robert Zemeckis was rumored to be interested in directing The Flash for DC. The Castaway director signed on to direct a new film for Universal instead, which seems to point to him no longer being involved in The Flash. This seems disrespectful to me because of how much DC has been teasing Zemeckis. The entire universe has been built to emulate the plane crash in his film Flight. So, always gotta get that quick jab in DC in there. I'm still excited for the Batman, though. But anyway, speaking of acclaimed directors being interested in questionable projects, World War Z 2, hope they get a different title for that, is moving forward with David Fincher in line to direct the film. Variety was the first to report the news that he is officially signed on. Pitt will return for the sequel, which will make his 4th time working with Fincher. The others were Fight Club 7 and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. To be honest, I loved the first film, so I was interested to see a potential sequel. I also love David Fincher, so this should be a match made in heaven for me. But I'm not really sure how I feel about this. It doesn't seem like a good fit to me. Fincher hasn't had the best luck with the action sci-fi franchise in the past. See Alien 3. Big news of this week comes to us from the Jurassic World sequel, titled Jurassic World 2.
Wow.
Original.
Jeff Goldblum joins the sequel, reprising his role as Dr. Ian Malcolm. The Hollywood Reporter was the first to announce the news in their exclusive report. Also in the sequel, actor James Cromwell announced that his character also shares a connection to the original film. In an interview with Aura's Larry King Now, I think it's Aura, not O-R-A, but I'm just going to say Aura's Larry King Now, the actor revealed that his character was the scientific partner to John Hammond in the original film. So just to jump right in, how do you guys feel about them sort of bringing back Goldblum and connecting his character to a character from the original? Do you like it? Do you wish they would distance themselves, sort of focus on making its own thing? Or, we'll start, Kevin. He's got words. I can see them.
Good words there.
That was my Goldblum. I'm happy about it. That's all I had to say.
All right.
I'm all right with it.
Yeah, Travis, I know
I
you're,
was,
you're
yeah,
Yeah, I want to
super-
go right into Travis
Yeah.
and Pedro here because it was
Yeah.
both of
They-
their #1 movies
Yeah.
of all time on our top 10 list.
I was hoping they'd bring some of the original cast back, and I'm actually fairly glad it's Ian Malcolm over Sam Neill.
Yeah, they already said Sam Neill and Laura Dern will not appear. They
Yeah,
confirmed that.
so I'm pretty glad that happened, and I was really hoping for it, and I guess life finds a way.
Yeah, life finds a way. Pedro, how do you feel?
I am super stoked about this. Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum's character, was one of my favorites, second to Sam Neill's character. I was kind of hoping to see Sam Neill come back in some type of capacity, but I'm just glad we're getting somebody from the original cast.
And they're gonna keep making these movies too. So there's plenty of time for Sam Neill and Laura Dern. Laura Dern was obviously busy with episode 8.
Oh yeah, so I don't blame her. But I'm honestly with the whole with James Cromwell. His character, that route they're going with sounds actually really cool. I can't wait to see how they're gonna work that into the movie. So that sounds really interesting. And I am freaking Jeff Goldblum. He's really been trying to come back to movies now because he started really coming back with Independence Day, Resurgence.
Oh, that was a great comeback.
I know, but that's like when you started,
Unfortunately.
like,
That-
to see him
yeah.
again. That's my
Independence Day Resurgence did to Jeff Goldblum what Taken did to Lee.
Well, the thing is, he never left the film industry. He's been in making cameos and shows
Yeah.
nonstop.
I mean, his career did survive being in 9 months. that movie is atrocious.
Well, yeah,
He's
so
in
it's like-
Guardians 2 now.
Yeah, like the other big movie, he's in Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
And-
Yeah.
Oh
Thor
my
Ragnarok,
god,
yeah.
I could just sit here and talk about how good the Thor Ragnarok trailer was.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, it's cool to see him.
alright.
It's cool to see. Oh,
I
I mean,
I
even
loved
though
it.
even though
I
his
loved
career
it.
was basically ruined, you know what they say: life finds a way.
Shut up, Travis.
Die.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they're bringing him back. I mean, you can't really say they need to make Jurassic World its own distance thing when the scientist
I think
was
they
like
should
it's.
have though.
But in Jurassic World, they have the scientist from the first Jurassic
they
Park
do.
movie in.
But at the same
like-
time, it's but now he's the scientific partner. It seems like a big portion of this movie is going to be sort of going through past waters of
So you're
what
afraid.
happened.
So you're afraid that Jeff Goldblum is gonna kind of overshadow Chris Pratt and the rest of the cast.
Not really overshadow. I just think storyline wise, it's going to focus too much on building a story of something else that happened instead of focusing on the new storyline that they could have built off of.
I think it's more gonna be they're gonna build that storyline, but they're going to make him a part of it.
Yeah.
they're gonna bring him in as the expert.
I feel like if they're gonna do this movie right, they should just they shouldn't waste his talent, but they should pretty much just have him sort of as like a fan service. Like he should be there to kind of homage the past and push the story forward with a little bit of experience and referencing to the older movies.
I agree.
To show how it's progressed.
Because they Ford in Force Awakens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Something like that. Like it's the nice homage, but it also pushes the story forward, and we learn from because you got to remember, a lot of kids who are going to see these new Jurassic Park movies or
Have
Jurassic
never
World
seen
movies,
the
they've never seen the original. They don't
Yeah.
know about the original. So as long as it doesn't kind of
Overshadow.
Yeah, as long as he's not the prominent head figure now in this movie, I think
do.
it's
I
great
do
that
want to
he's
go
in
ahead
it.
and lock in this really quick. I do think there's an outside chance he dies in this movie.
Oh,
I don't want to see that.
I think there is an outside chance he dies in this movie. I would say it's under 50%, but it's close.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
by
yeah,
a dinosaur or by
By
Well,
dinosaur.
Chris Pratt's not going to kill him, so it's probably going to be a dinosaur.
You don't know that. What if he turns into a giant?
No, what's going to
dinosaur?
happen is
Yeah.
Bryce Dallas Howard's going to take off her high heels and just impale him in the neck with it.
oh, with the spider killer heels.
Yeah.
So I guess you could say life doesn't find a way.
Shut the fuck up. Travis.
Thank you, Pedro, for saying what we all felt inside.
Moving on.
Other news.
Other news, David Fincher doing World War Z.
I liked the first World War Z.
I mean, David Fincher.
Yeah.
It was
I liked
interesting. It was
I
alright.
didn't like it at first.
Love the first World War
I
Z.
didn't like it the first time I saw it.
Listen,
And
then it
grew
was.
on me.
first trailer for this movie came out, I ripped it apart. I ripped every single trailer for this movie apart. And the first time I actually saw it was at a drive-in because I already saw Man of Steel by that point, but I went to the drive-in to see, I think it was Monsters University. and the second movie, I think you were there, Travis, and the second movie they were playing was Man of Steel, and I'm like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was
all right,
there, yeah.
I already saw this. I'm gonna watch World War Z instead over at this other screen there, and watch World War Z, and I'm like, oh man, like it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first time, Travis and I have a very similar opinion. The first time I saw it, I was sort of like,
I read
all right.
the book though.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem. I read the book, but from the trailer, you should know, like, all right,
Yeah,
this
it's not
doesn't
gonna be
look
the
too
same
much
story.
like the book. But I still had in my mind
It
that
wasn't anything
I
like the
wanted,
book at
I wanted
all.
to see some of the book
Yeah,
reference
it
come
should
out.
not have been titled World War Z.
I
No,
agree. It should have been. It
Absolutely
should have been
not.
just
That was a main detractor that really turned people away from it. Was like it's
Yeah.
nothing like the book at all.
No,
In
and
fact,
the book is fantastic.
I think they should have just titled it generic zombie movie.
They should have just titled it Brad Pitt Saves the World.
Yeah,
But the
Yeah.
title doesn't matter. It was a really good movie. The third act was
They could have
very,
titled
very
it. If they would have
tense.
titled it Wave of Z, it would have been more accurate.
Wave of Z. How are you gonna say? Wait, how are you gonna
Stick
say
to
that?
not making titles, Travis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you gonna say that World War Z is a generic quote-unquote zombie movie? They're fucking zombies swarming and climbing
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
top of each other
There's-
over a
there's-
wall.
there's-
Tell me another zombie movie where they climb over the Great Wall of China, or what was it, or like in India or
Well,
something.
there's actually a recent movie that has them all like piling over each other and stuff like that. It's a Korean movie called Train to Busan, which is apparently
Yes.
amazing, and I want to watch
Yep,
it.
I did
Haven't
see
seen it.
that. I
hear
recommend it
about
if you
that.
like ridiculous, crazy zombie movies. I was actually just about to bring that up. Kevin, watch it.
I
It
really
is-
wanted
It's
to, yeah.
insane. It's a lot of fun.
Good.
It's just, I mean, you gotta, it's like one of those. It's a
Anyway.
foreign film, so
And I love foreign films, and it has an amazing rating.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Actually,
yeah,
yeah,
David
just-
Fincher is an interesting choice.
It's interesting. I mean,
should be-
obviously he's a fantastic director. He's got Fight Club 7, The Social Network, the American remake of Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, among all sorts
but
of
those
other
are
stuff.
so different.
3.
They're
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Alien 3 is really the only movie he's done comparable to this.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You know
Out
how,
of all
you
of
know how
those
much he tries to
films,
distance himself from that movie? It's crazy.
It wasn't
should.
really his fault.
Yeah,
though.
it wasn't
It
the
wasn't-
studio. It wasn't
And,
the studio.
but I even told you guys, I think, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, I was telling you, I'm like, Alien 3 was very close to being a good movie.
Yeah.
It was very close. The beginning was really stupid. Spoiler alert, they kill off Newt, like, off screen, which was stupid. So
Yeah.
it ruins Aliens. And then the third act is just, like, 30 minutes of opening and shutting garage doors. But outside of that, everything in between, it was actually very close to being a good movie.
Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, David Fincher, it's an interesting choice because I mean, yeah, you can tell like. I feel like any sort of suspense kind of build-up moment, sort of like in the first World War Z,
Yeah.
when they're in the lab at the end, like that suspense kind of thing. I feel like that can be done very well.
Yeah.
But the overall action part, it's interesting. I'm not gonna rule him out though. So
Just moving on here to the next story. Travis, how do you spell aneurysm?
Aneurysm?
Aneurysm. You know, like the medical term?
Yeah, aneurysm.
Aneurysm.
Yeah, aneurysm.
Like,
Aneurysm.
I'm sorry, say it one more time. It took me a while to find the word again.
Aneurysm.
And he is wrong. It is YSM. 2 weeks in a row, I have stumped Travis.
Damn.
He's a very good speller, and I always, at some point randomly in the podcast, I give him a word to spell.
gotcha.
So
Yeah,
far
that's a
he's
new
like
thing
he's
we're
like
doing
3
now.
and 2 so far. But yeah, Robert Zemeckis isn't doing The Flash. It's pretty self-explanatory. Probably a good move on his part. The way DC's
Yeah.
looking now.
anyone on DC should dive ship immediately, pretty much at this point.
I thought you
It's-
said die of shit.
no dysentery, no Oregon Trail. No, they should dive ship. They should bail. DC's such a train wreck anymore.
It is.
I mean, to be fair, Matt Reeves in the Batman.
I know. That's what I'm excited for. That's what
yeah.
I'm excited
The
for.
And I'm
Batman-
hoping,
I hope.
the
from
Batman
what I saw,
is a saving
Wonder Woman
grace.
looks like it's gonna be really good.
Yeah,
From
Wonder
everything
Woman
we've
looks
seen.
interesting.
Wonder Woman looks like it could be good, but all the slow motions give me that like Abraham Lincoln vampire hunter like
yeah.
vibe from it.
If she throws a horse, I'm in.
Oh yeah,
The best scene
probably the
in
best
any
scene of
movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I never
Abe
saw the
Lincoln.
movie.
He literally throws a horse. It's not set up at all. He just like Super Mario 64 Bowser spins
Yeah,
the
so
horse
long
and
King
throws
Bowser.
it.
I never thought I would have to say the phrase, I watched Abraham Lincoln throw a horse. But you know what? I remember
Luckily for us,
I remember, Zach, you and me and a bunch of other people went to go see that movie in theaters, and
'Cause
it
why
may
not?
have been, and it may have been the greatest movie
I think I went
experience
to- I
of
think
my
I was
life.
with you.
Travis,
It was-
I think you were there too. We went with a bunch of people.
Yeah.
yeah, we went. There were like 15 people there with us, and
Yeah.
we were all like in tears watching
Yeah,
this
Yeah.
thing.
it is one of the greatest, worst movies. But anyway, we're getting off topic again.
Yeah, so Seth Rogen and The Lonely Island are making a movie. I'm excited. Popstar was awesome. Seth Rogen's
Yeah.
been on a really
Did
good.
not see it.
Oh man, it's great.
Well, you're gonna see it here because we're actually watching it tonight.
oh yeah, it's
Oh
great.
no!
No, it's actually Paw Story's hilarious. It was actually one of my favorite movies of
Yeah,
2016.
it was wonderful.
It was, in terms of comedies, that's right up there with my favorite comedies of the last decade. That's how funny it is.
Yeah, I definitely Andy Samberg is
Yeah, Andy
just such
Samberg
a
is a comic
funny
genius.
dude.
Yeah.
I do love
and
Andy
Seth
Samberg.
Rogen. I mean, at times he can be a little overbearing.
Yeah.
He's
but-
been on such a good.
He's
trend
been on-
recently.
He
though.
was great at the end, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's done
Yeah.
very well. A lot of the movies he's had like come out recently, I've enjoyed a lot.
I
Except
haven't
for
seen Neighbors though.
oh man,
Neighbors is the best.
Neighbors is very good.
You've
The only
never
one I
seen
didn't
Neighbors?
the only one I didn't
No,
really enjoy
I've never
was
seen either
the animated one,
Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
I
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
I wasn't a
I
fan
I,
of
I
Sausage
was not a
Party.
fan of that because I'm a huge animation kind of guy,
Yeah.
and I just they were treated poorly. Like the animators were treated poorly, and it wasn't a good time for them.
Gotcha.
So. It sort of distances me and makes me kind of upset about the movie. But I mean, Seth Rogen and like the Lonely Island together, I think the two of them bouncing off each other could be really good. So Pedro, what did you think about like Seth Rogen and the Lonely Island teaming up for a movie?
I haven't seen Popstar, but from what I'm hearing from Zach, it's really funny, and I do need to see it. But
Oh, it's very good. Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I love Seth Rogen's movies. They always make me laugh. I really want Seth Rogen to do another This Is the End. I really want to see that.
I think there was. I think there was. What are you doing, Kevin? I think there was a sequel confirmed for that though. Wasn't there for This Is the End?
Yeah, it's supposed to start at the
screening
Hollywood premiere
of
This Is the End, which is the best idea for any sequel.
Which is
ever.
why I want to see it so bad.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. They haven't. I don't think they've really said too much else other than that on This Is the End.
but yeah.
the sequel.
But other than that, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah. You guys
Is
want to
any
move on?
is anyone mad that they're not going to see Neil Blomkamp's Alien movie?
No, not really.
No.
I
I
mean,
am.
I mean, I
just
really
because,
like Neil Blomkamp, and I. God damn it, Kevin!
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I am
Kevin, you
because
can
I just
start.
really, really wanted something to erase Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. That's about it. And
Yeah.
I just wanted Newt. Newt was my favorite.
Yeah, there's going to be an adult Newt in the movie.
It's just a shame.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, listen. Blomkamp's been downhill. District 9 was amazing.
Fantastic.
Elysium was
Okay.
eh.
Yeah.
And Chappie, I haven't seen, but I heard horrible things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I think
things.
Neil Blomkamp is a much better artist than he is a filmmaker because
He
gotta
drew the
agree with
concept
style,
art. He drew the
Yeah.
concept
His
art.
style is awesome. He has a great
Yeah.
style. It's just that I don't think he's very good at the storytelling aspect.
his execution is just bad.
Yeah, because I mean, you look at a movie like District 9, which is like a masterpiece.
Yeah.
It is a masterpiece. It is such a good film, and then you compare that to the reviews for Chappie, which
Yeah.
it's just
And I was excited for
unfortunate.
Chappie when I
Yeah.
first heard about it, and
Yeah.
apparently just didn't deliver at all.
Yeah, because it's one of those moments where the idea is really good, but the execution is terrible.
Yeah.
Like what was that movie you guys are doing? You're talking about in the Netflix and Chillin' episode coming up.
Oh,
soon.
the
The
Discovery.
Discovery,
Yeah.
yeah. It's one of those moments where it's like, that's an amazing idea for a film, but they didn't execute well at all with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, I'm for,
Yeah.
alien thing. Yeah, whatever.
So moving on. I'm so excited to see this Glass. That honestly, that I ever since I saw Split and that fucking that twist at the end where you find out that this is a connection to Unbreakable, which is awesome because I loved Unbreakable, and it's gonna be great to see Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, James McAvoy.
Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Split.
It's not even, honestly, I consider,
it's not.
I consider putting a spoiler warning in, but it's honestly not even that big of a spoiler because it doesn't
Yeah.
affect the plot of the movie at all.
No,
it's,
it's-
it's
most
basically
people
an
heard
end
about
credit
it.
scene just
Yeah.
before
yeah.
the credits.
Plus,
I find
plus
it-
Split is out now, I think.
It's
'Cause-
been out.
Yeah, it's
It
been
is.
out for a
it's out
while,
on
so-
DVD already. I'm
I find
Yeah.
it fairly clever.
I don't know why I said that first.
On DVD.
I find it fairly clever that each movie is like getting more fragile. So it's like Unbreakable and then Split and then Glass.
Yeah, I guess I can see the way you're putting that. I guess.
We all sat here in stunned silence looking at Travis after he said that.
all
With
just
just
like,
like,
what does that
like a
even
like a
mean?
disappointed father.
I thought he would. Wow.
Just all of us just looking at him like, I mean, I see
I'm
you're
never gonna be
trying.
on this podcast again.
I know. I thought you were
I'm
going to go a
sorry.
different direction. Was with how the poster for Unbreakable and
Yeah.
Split
Oh,
line up
yeah.
with the
Yeah.
cracks on the glass. I hope they do the same thing for Glass. I hope you get like a really cool.
If they don't, if they
That's
don't,
almost
it's
not
just-
happening.
They're
yeah.
going to.
Yeah, if they don't, it's just poor taste.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like the coolest poster ever, like photo wise, but then it's just they're gonna have an effect where it just looks like shattered glass all over it, so you can't even see the picture. You can't even see the name of the movie or anything. It's
You're just
gonna
gonna
be
see like
shattered
Samuel
glass.
Jackson's eye.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
It's his missing eye from Fury in Marvel, the Marvel universe.
Spoiler alert. Nick
Oh,
Fury only has one eye.
Yeah. Apparently not in new comics. He has.
Really?
Yeah, he like kidnaps.
He's also
an eye.
white.
It's- Oh,
Like,
that's new.
Yeah, he's
No.
he
yeah.
started off as
No,
white
I know.
in the comics.
Yeah, I know. And I'm saying that the comic book version, he stole an
What's
eye
next?
from something.
Who's excited for
Anyway.
Indiana Jones 4?
Not me.
Indiana Jones.
I
Only
hope.
It's the fourth real one.
There you go.
We don't count the fan film that was made.
Yeah. Which they,
Oh,
it's,
Temple of
it's
Doom?
crazy that they actually managed to cast Harrison Ford in the fan film like that.
Yeah, I know.
That's amazing.
That was so cool for him though.
Can we
See, I
talk
thought
about
it was
how high the
CGI.
critic score is for that movie?
Yeah,
It's like in
absurd.
the 70s.
It's like
It's-
70,
yeah.
78, 79.
It's
Crazy.
ridiculously up there. That's why I did that actually. The last time I was on the podcast, I had to answer, or I had to do the movie guessing thing for Rotten
Yeah.
Tomatoes, and I picked that movie because it's like 70-something%.
Yeah.
It's
For King of the
absurd.
Crystal, it's terrible.
It's like 70-something too much.
yeah, very true.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I mean, I like the other Indiana Jones movies. Obviously, I think we're all fans of the other Indiana Jones. So I'm hoping that they kind of just erase King of the Crystal Skull in this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They have to.
Yeah,
Who
I
really
I hope
wants
it
to see Shia
I hope it
LaBeouf?
starts off with an alien scene, and then he just wakes up. He's like, oh, he's like, that was just stupid. And then he goes on into the real thing.
yeah. Either that or like he's like walks past another professor's like lecture or whatever, and he's talking about the possibility of aliens. And he closes the door. He's like, I can't listen to this nonsense or something like that. Just
Fan
something really funny.
Oh boy, Travis is another fan
Yeah,
theory.
I have a fan theory.
Oh no.
At the end of the fourth one, he's gonna die. After he dies, he's gonna wake up, and it's gonna be the scene of Han Solo and Frozen and Carbonite waking up.
Probably not gonna happen.
On my
Yeah.
headphones, him
I
snoring
mean-
is
I mean-
genius.
I mean, Spielberg and George Lucas are like best friends, but
Yeah.
that's probably not happening.
It's too
Yeah.
much. Although it's a funny idea, but it's too much.
There's an actual fan theory that Indiana Jones is just Han Solo's dreams while he's
Yeah, but
studying
when
Carbonite.
like at the beginning of Star Wars, when it says a long time ago, I don't think they mean like
In a
40
galaxy.
years.
Yeah, they say a long time ago, but not in a
Like, it's
galaxy
not-
far, far
They
away.
would have said like about 4 decades ago, faraway place.
4 decades ago,
this
in some
happened
guy's-
there.
Yeah, about 4 decades ago in some guy's mind.
Yeah,
Like right on the end part of World War II, galaxy far away, there were aliens and shit.
are you kidding me? I'd love to go see that.
But no, all right. So moving on, I think it's interesting that Star Wars Episode 9 is gonna be released in May because I'm usually expecting them to be released in December now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, that's the thing, though. I feel like, is it confirmed for May?
It is. They
yeah, it
released
is.
the official
It is.
release date. I'm saying right now it's going to get moved to December.
It's going to get
Yeah.
moved to December. I'm
They
They
calling
did the
it.
same shit with Episode 8. Episode 8 was supposed to come out this May,
it
and then
comes out in
last
December.
summer they're like, yeah, it's actually going to be in December.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
it's
crazy
the
that
same
we
thing.
would have seen it this month? Like that just
Yeah.
blows my mind.
Yeah, they did
I-
the same thing with Rogue One, too. Yeah, Brian just said that. You're right.
I definitely think it's gonna be May.
Oh, my God.
I have
But
no
yeah,
friends.
I think it's gonna be definitely moved to December. I mean, they all have at this
Kevin
point.
wears
I
the
think it's
ramen
just
noodle hair.
I feel like May is the placeholder, and once it gets close, I mean, I don't mind waiting. I'd rather wait for December.
I
if
think it'll make
it's-
more money in December, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing. Everyone's too scared of it. Like
think-
no one
and
wants
if
to
this-
go in December
That's
anymore.
true.
It's like shit.
Yeah,
Star Wars.
Yeah, and if this comes out, and if this comes out in May, it'll be like when's the release date? What year?
20 something, 19.
19.
Yeah.
So this is gonna line up. That would line up if it went in May. That'd be battling Infinity War Part 2, if it goes in May.
Yeah.
Which why would you beat
Don't even put it
yourself
in the
up on
same month
Disney?
because when
Like,
you're Star Wars in December, you own at least 4 weeks.
I mean,
yeah, and they're both owned by Disney now, so Disney's not dumb enough. Disney is
It's
a
like
genius
betting
in
against
marketing.
yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna cannibalize yourself pretty much and have them fight each other. It's stupid.
I think it's gonna make money.
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
will
there you go.
still probably make money.
but why?
Not
but
as
why-
much
yeah.
money.
But why divide people when they go to a theater to go see
Why not
the
have
last
Infinity
major Marvel
War
movie?
dominate the summer,
Yeah.
and then have Star Wars dominate
the
Christmas
winter.
time,
Yeah,
right?
and dominate the holidays.
Yeah.
Money.
And then they will always make money for the rest of their lives. So
And it's
that's
just like
how it's gonna
having Star Wars come out in December is like our Christmas gift, you know. So it's nice.
Or a Hanukkah gift.
I guess so.
It's gonna make money.
Not everyone's
Is
a
it-
Christian. No, yeah.
Is it gonna make money?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin.
Okay,
go. I
thanks.
don't think it's gonna make money.
Thanks. I'll have you do the news next week.
Yeah, no problem. I'll do it.
Can we
I
just,
forgot to
can we
put
do our
that one in.
predictions?
Breaking news: Star Wars is gonna make money.
I'm predicting about 5 million.
Oh no,
Let's do
not 40. What was it for a fist fight? 42. 40,
Yeah,
42 million.
42
42 million.
for fist fight.
So you're
I'm
saying
guessing-
Star Wars?
Star Wars is gonna make like $1 million.
It's gonna make
maybe
less
if
money
that.
than fist fight. Yo, fist fight made that much money, right?
It's gonna make money.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think that about sums up news.
yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
we
get
don't really
we'll
need
get
to
into
go
the
into
box office stuff during
gonna
the
make
Rotten
money.
Tomatoes.
I don't
Yeah.
think we can have all of us on at once. He just
No,
gets
we-
so sidetracked
we
all
can.
the time.
No, we can. It's
We're
just
we're
Kevin-
making very good time here. We're doing well.
Yeah.
We're at
All right.
41 minutes. We haven't even gotten to the main topic yet.
The first 8 minutes was us bullshitting, and without Pedro.
And then like a 2-minute pause of Zach destroying a bag of popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway, I
Okay,
think that
all right.
wraps up news. I don't think there's anything really else to talk about that's important.
No, let's go into the main topic here. Pedro, take it away.